Hello everyone and welcome back to Rewatching X-Men Evolution. We are one episode away from the two-part finale, which means it's the only one I'm reacting to today, because it just makes sense. And I have to say, I'm a little surprised we're already at the end because I don't feel like a ton has happened. Like, the chill vibes have been fun and I'm enjoying it, but it just feels like so much setup that I feel like we're still building the sandbox instead of getting to play in it. No, you're kidding. And this one's a flashback? Listen, I get it's an X-Men adaptation. There's only so long you can go before you have to address the horrors. But we're doing Weapon X now? Was that a Wolverine? Like a real one? Did he just name himself after the first animal he saw after breaking out? It's respectable, honestly. I'm just more impressed that he knew what a Wolverine was.
Hear the noise coming from I need to shower.
This is one of my favorite subgenres of X-Men joke. The mansion's just too crowded. The one I always remember is after an event called Extinction Agenda, where the actual mansion had blown up, but the underground part was home to the X-Men, X-Factor, and the New Mutants, and they were all arguing about like who got to use the danger room when. There's something very domestic and relatable about it that this captures very well. However, there's also like 6 of them. It's a mansion. You telling me they don't have 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms?
Sometimes you have to settle. Like when Mr. Logan's around. But that's okay because he doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Did Logan hear her inner monologue? He's just like, oh God, I feel like this kid's gonna want to say something to me. I want to focus on my brooding backstory. This is supposed to be my spotlight episode. Though honestly, Logan getting stuck with Kitty for his otherwise solo episode would be the best adaptation of their dynamic so far.
This is described as a Bigfoot-like creature in the Canadian wilderness.
Toilet seat down, please. It's like sometimes Mr. Logan can be so incredibly rude,
As a result,
He turned up the news, Kitty, about a disaster, by the way.
But Mr. Logan doesn't act like it. He's always going off, doing this lone wolf thing.
No, he's not. Like, this is old Saturday morning cartoon logic where stuff is happening between the episodes, and that's fine. But we've literally never seen it. Like, it's weird to pull that card when he's been in more episodes than you have. What they should have done is confirm that Storm had a solo life that was very fulfilling and cool, and that's why she wasn't around. Okay, but once you establish you can shoot him with finger guns, then you gotta answer why he's not doing that all the time. This was the exact thing that happened to Dazzler in the comic. They pointed out that when she does this, she can shoot a laser, and all of a sudden she became a gunner.
Evan is the youngest, and he is so immature.
Evan is the youngest? You're a freshman. Was he in 8th grade? Or just like, he's 14 and you're 15? The one bad part of this show is that I'm older than all of the X-Men, and I'm not far away from that being true in the comics too. Nope, can't think about that.
Like Scott. Sometimes he tries to be so totally responsible for Professor Xavier and the other students.
Oh, actually, is this their version of like a season recap? Because I know I was talking earlier about how we weren't really progressing, but this is stalled even by the show standards. It might be like an Ember Island Players kind of bit, where it just serves to get people ready for the finale by reminding them what happened, which in this case is just assembling the team. That looks like Dr. Cornelius, not William Stryker. Because this came out before X2, are we free of William Stryker? I cannot stand that those movies made him a general, only because in the book he is a reverend distorting the word of God into an excuse to purify the world by exterminating mutants. He's such a uniquely despicable and horrible character. The fact the movie turned him into military guy number 3 always annoyed me.
Well, I guess I better sign off before Kurt pops in here and finds me.
Oh, she's in the plane. She's gonna end up accidentally stowing away on the adventure. What did I say?
Ooh, touchy. Sounds like someone's got an astrophysics test today.
At school or in the institute? Because I don't know what kind of money Bayville High has funneling into it, but an astrophysics class feels a little above public school's pay grade.
Hey man, what's happening?
I mean, I know Nightcrawler is not gonna die, but how does he not? Did Kitty somehow give him like a lingering phase effect? Ah, no, it's just the old sword to the side of the gut thing. Okay.
There's something in my head. I can't control it.
This is fascinating. So there's something that the Weapon X program put in Wolverine that makes him just kill whoever he happens to be around. And that mostly reminds me of X-23, but she has like a trigger scent that puts her in this mode. It's not just something in her mind.
There's a crazy person flying the plane. You call that safe? We gotta get out of here.
You are the two X-Men who cannot be confined. I know that like phasing through a plane is bad, but just teleport like a lot. There's a comic where Kurt explicitly tells Cyclops that he can't jump out of a plane because he has to like keep the inertia or whatever, so he'd still die when he hit the ground. But I feel like you could like do enough ups and downs and arounds, it would be fine.
Can you transport us to the ground?
Yeah, right. Like, picture this. Bumpity, 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 splat!
Okay, well, I'm just trying to give ideas.
Did you get into the cockpit?
Yeah, but something's jamming the transmitter way out here. I couldn't reach the Institute.
Okay, so Kurt's job was to go to the cockpit and call the Institute so they could go home, and Kitty's was to go on a brisk walk through the Canadian tundra?
Oh, I did such good work in those days.
This dude looks so much like another cartoon evil scientist, and I cannot put my finger on it. Is it Hugo Strange? Because the goggles? His other most definable feature is a beard, so I don't think so. God, I know this silhouette.
Isn't that right, Bigfoot? Don't call me that.
Wait. Is Sabertooth supposed to canonically be Bigfoot? Like he's who people think Bigfoot is? Because that is such a good idea. I need that canon in the comics yesterday. They're all just really blurry photos of a very annoyed Creed. Wait, we saw when Rogue absorbed his powers that this version of Creed does look like an animal inside. I was joking, but I think he's literally Bigfoot. This isn't a critique on this show, but Sabertooth has always been really silly to me because Wolverine has really cool looking claws and he has like normal ones, and nothing has hammered home the disparity of that cool factor more like seeing him full send his hand into a rock.
Especially since your enhancements represent quite the financial investment.
Wait, how long ago was Weapon X supposed to have happened? Cornelius just been chilling in his destroyed laboratory for like decades? Or did Wolverine break out at the start of the season?
Ah, Bigfoot.
It occurs to me that Sasquatch is already a character in Marvel, but I don't think he's literally supposed to be Bigfoot. He just calls himself that. So I'm sticking with my Sabertooth theory.
Yes, and I see our test subjects are in position.
Hey, does Sabertooth know those kids? Didn't they wipe his mind so he wouldn't come attack the Institute again?
We've always been friends. Okay, maybe not friends.
I kind of respect that the show doesn't have everyone be close to each other. Like, it's a little funny because Wolverine is especially close to Kitty and Kurt in the comics. And it would have been easy to just say they all live together, they're all close, they're all good buds. But in any real life group like this, you're gonna have people you happen to be closer with than others. And the fact that the show has decided to emulate that and have characters who like each other but aren't super tight is refreshing. And it gives an extra level of depth to Wolverine still resisting his programming. Kitty, face through the ground. What's he gonna do? Scratch the dirt? Or, better yet, stand still and let him stab you until he tires himself out.
Kitty! Kitty!
The fact they so casually fulfilled all of the requirements for that joke to land. Have a character named Kitty. Have another character named after a cat. Have the first character go missing. Have the second character hunting a third character. Have that third character call out for the first, so the second can respond, not just mocking them, but referencing their own name. That is my new favorite joke in this entire show. Kitty, kitty, meow. This is not a fight I ever knew that I needed, but I'm so happy I got it. I like Kurt realizing that he should take the theming into account.
Later, dude.
And see, Sabertooth loses because he forgot that Nightcrawlers teleport. Okay, so the naming isn't always the most important. Okay, see, I have good ideas.
I'm reaching him.
No!
It's me, Kitty.
Hey buddy, sun's getting real low, and I'd hate to be a shish kebab.
Touch me, and you'll find yourself transported 2 miles into the woods.
So close, buddy. 2 miles in the sky. That's the answer.
I warned you!
To be fair, you warned him when he couldn't hear you. It was on the other side of a very heavy-looking metal door. Amanda Waller watched this at some point and was just furiously taking notes. That is not what I thought that button was gonna do. Retract my earlier Amanda Waller comment. His head is not blowing up. There are just spiders now. I've mentioned before that Kitty is a computer whiz in the comics. She's like a hacker. This is a better way to do that.
Kitty, leave!
No, without you!
No argument this time.
Nightcrawler was like, no, we're good now. You've been having a nice time trying to get Logan back to his senses. I've been tussling with actual Bigfoot.
Project Weapon X has been terminated.
Did they say Weapon X at any point? Like, I knew. I feel like everyone knew. But if you were watching this with truly no knowledge of the X-Men, would you have got that it was Weapon X?
This time we'll resume Project Weapon X.
This is the first we've seen Logan heal from like a really big thing. He casually electrocutes himself like he's stubbing a toe, but this is another level. So did Kitty and Nightcrawler think that they were just stuck here now? Never mind. I guess they are equally as able to get out now as they were before. Good thing Kurt got that one flying lesson. Look at all those rooms. Kitty, you're telling me every single one of those rooms has been filled with the 6 people on this team? Unless, of course, Storm has an entire wing to herself for all the solo adventures she's going on. Also, you thought I was exaggerating earlier? Fully was not in this episode. Where does she go?
Kitty's been in here every hour checking on you after the surgery.
Who performed the surgery? Was it just Kitty reaching in and plucking it out? Or did Jean use her telekinesis? None of you are brain surgeons.
I'm gonna find out who had this done to me. That's a promise.
I'm of two minds about this because I respect not giving Wolverine's whole backstory in one go. He is a character who famously for a very long time did not know his origins, and I'm of the opinion that there should always be an element of mystery. But on the other hand, I don't know if it's the best move for the penultimate episode to still be setting up new mysteries. Like, I'm sure at this point they knew they were getting a season 2, but if they didn't, then it's just a whole lot of buildup for no payoff. Unless it's perfectly wrapped into the Magneto plot in the next 2 episodes, in which case I will do a dance of shame. I don't know.
Max, give her a minute. Nobody's gonna starve to death.
So,
Kitty, you don't need the biggest room in the house to be alone. I know you're all teenagers, but this is something you learn very early on in college. If you want time to yourself, the only person you gotta negotiate with is your roommate. And all you gotta do is say, hey, don't be in the room between this time, and I won't be in the room between that time. And what happens after that is between you and God.
I think I'd miss bumping into everyone. It's just part of the deal when you're a part of a family.
Or you just go to a school. I really miss college. The fact that I used to be able to walk out of my dorm and then see 1,000 people is a really underrated experience. Now I walk out of my door and am met with a crushing wave of loneliness and existential dread. And that's adulthood, folks. Anyway, that is a wrap on this episode. I'm not entirely sure if this was enough content to sustain an entire YouTube video, but I don't know, blame the showrunners for not taking into account how YouTubers 25 years in the future would try to react to this 2 at a time. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you want to see my thoughts on the finale, make sure to subscribe or head over to my Patreon where it's already posted.